everybody, Jason here from Ghostbusters News, and as you're seeing in my hands right here, I've got a couple bags from Sonic. But inside these bags, we're not going to find tater tots and chili cheese dogs. Instead, today, we're going to be taking a look at Sonic's brand new and exclusive line of Ghostbusters toys. And these I've been waiting on for some time. They were first revealed like way back in the summer. They look pretty fun, and I am jazzed to finally have these in hand. Now, for those that don't know, I'm located up here in Canada, and in Canada, we don't have Sonic restaurants. So with that said, I want to send a huge thank you out to Ghostbusters News Patreon member Blake Hendricks, along with Circle City Ghostbusters member Josh Chitwood, for sending these up to the Ghostbusters News headquarters. And once again, being from Canada, I've not had Sonic in years upon years, and I gotta admit, opening up this bag right here, I am having a crazy craving for one of those just massive foot-long hot dogs. Now when it comes to this assortment, there are 5 to collect, and they feature the likeness of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man along with Slimer, and a few of them are even made to replicate the look of the Ghostbusters equipment, namely the PKE meter and also the Proton Blaster. Now first up here, let's go ahead and start with that disgusting little slime ball. We've got the glow-in-the-dark Slimer spoon. And I'll admit, somehow despite writing tons of articles on Ghostbusters News about these Sonic items, I'm just realizing right now that this spoon is glow-in-the-dark. And taking it out of the packaging here, first impressions is that this seems like something that would have worked great as like a pack-in for Ghostbusters cereal when it was released last year. The spoon does have like this really cool translucent effect. We got Slimer there with his arms out, his big tongue hanging out of his mouth. And then you'll find this really cool kind of like dripping slime effect that is making its way down the handle of the spoon. And not ending it there at the cup of the spoon, you'll also see the Ghostbusters logo. Oh, I should also add, as you're taking a look at right here, that while it is not the brightest, the spoon does in fact glow in the dark. And being that this video, it's kind of a review and that this is a spoon, I guess I should actually try it out. So in my right hand, you're gonna find a bowl of that aforementioned Ghostbusters cereal that is just slightly expired. It expired in February. It's November. Let's get it in there and get a couple of marshmallows. You know what? As a spoon, this works great, and I'd like to think of this cereal now as aged to perfection. So continuing on here, we've got the Proton Blaster spoon, and I love the design with this one. Of course, made to replicate the Ghostbusters Neutrino Wand, Proton Blaster, whatever you want to call it, with likely my favorite inclusion being found on the cup of the spoon here, which you can see an imprint of a proton pack. Looks really good, and then making your way up to the handle portion here, you can see, yes, once again, they did include a lot of really small and fine details. You'll see vents, some knobs, also the front and rear handles. And on the back handle there, you will notice a little gray trigger. And that is because this Proton Blaster, you can actually fire it. You can fire the protons. So let's go ahead and hit it here, and wow, okay. That actually shot clear across the room. This little thing has some power behind it. Once again, let's go ahead and give it the old spoon test. I'll be honest, this video is just a reason for me to try and make a very small dent in the 22 boxes of Ghostbusters cereal I currently have sitting in my pantry. Moving on here, this one looks fun. We've got the PKE meter spoon, which hopefully the concept here does not surprise you, because guess what? It's a spoon that, yeah, it's made to look like the PKE meter. And taking it out of the packaging here, I think likely this is going to be my favorite out of the batch, at least from what we've seen so far. Much like the actual PKE meter prop, you can move the wings up and down. On the front, there is some sculpted detail. As well, I really love this lenticular image, or images, of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You'll see he goes from looking really fierce to looking really cute and cuddly. Going back to some of the detail work, let's turn the PKE meter around here. And surprisingly, you'll see they included like that line work found on the back. I didn't expect this level of detail when it came to a spoon, once again made to look like a PKE meter, but I appreciate it. And then at the very bottom of here, you will also find, once again, another faint Ghostbusters logo. Alright, another spoon test. Let's extend those wings and go in for this. Happy, angry, happy, angry, happy, angry. Yeah, I think this is my favorite thus far. But before we take a look at the final spoon, we've got this guy right here, the Stay Puft Straw Buddy. And this one here certainly got the most eye-catching packaging out of all 5. You see we got that great classic image of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on the front. And then tearing it open, inside you're gonna find your new best friend, or should I say your new best buddy? Your new best straw buddy? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Now you'll see here there's absolutely no paint app when it comes to this little guy, but you can easily make out who he is with that big bright face. And he's also got all of his sailor's garb from like the little kind of chest piece. And then turning him around, you'll also find that ribbon hanging off the back of his hat. And while he is advertised as being a straw buddy, I think of him more so as a proton pack buddy. Because I don't know about your proton pack, but when it comes to mine, he perfectly and very securely hangs off of the iron arm brass rod. In fact, I think he looks so good here, I have no intentions of ever taking him off and putting him on a straw. Now we got one more toy to take a look at here, and it may be the most questionable, as it is the Slurpin' Slimer Spoon. And you may be asking me why? Why, Jason, would you consider this questionable? It's just Slimer, who's apparently slurping. Well, taking him out of the package here, you're gonna see that his tongue is actually the spoon. I mean, they even included like line work and details within the spoon, once again to replicate Slimer's tongue. I mean, wasn't there like a weird Star Wars tie-in at one time that had Jar Jar Binks' tongue as a sucker? I mean, I know this isn't on the same level, but still, it's pretty questionable. There's even a I guess, play feature to this, where you can both extend and put the tongue back into his mouth. From there, I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that is to try out the Slurpin' Slimer Spoon. So I don't really know if it's because of the shape of the spoon or the fact I really can't get a good handle on it because of Slimer's body, but you have to kind of come at it a little awkwardly, so I kind of get the name, Slurpin' Slimer Spoon. If you use this to eat your cereal, you're going to be slurping all over the place. So Ghostbuster fans, that does it for a look today at the brand new Sonic exclusive assortment of Ghostbusters toys. I want to know which one is your favorite. Be sure to comment down below and let me know. And once again, I want to send a huge thank you out to Josh Chitwood of the Circle City Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters News Patreon member Blake Hendricks for hooking me up with all of these Sonic Ghostbusters goodies today. That's all I've got for here right now. As always, subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. A link to that is down below in the description, and I'll see you right back here next time.